In this tutorial, we are going to be looking at how to create posts for a WordPress blog, how to add widgets to your sidebar, and make some basic changes to the look of the website. To create a new post in WordPress, first of all, you need to log into the admin by going to your website.com/wp-admin and log in. When you log in, you will see the dashboard looking something like this. So to create a new post, you can either come up here, put your mouse over new and select what you want to create. If you are creating a new page, you select page. If you are creating a new media file or you want to upload a new media like an image or video, you can click that. Or if you have this message still showing, this message you can actually delete it by clicking this button, dismiss. But if it's still showing, you can also come here and click on this link to create a new page, to create a new post. Or you could come to posts and click on add new to create a new post. So those are three different ways to create a new post. But before we start creating new posts, by default, when you install a new WordPress, there's a default post that is created with the title Hello World. So if we look at the front page of our website now, we can see this post, Hello World. So this is just a demo post, and most times you should delete it before starting up on other things on your website. So the first thing we'll do is to delete that. Now to delete that post, you need to go to posts and view all your posts. To view all your posts, go to posts and click on all posts, and then you see all the posts you have. Right now we have just one post, which is the Hello World I was talking about. So you can select it, and if you want to delete, click the drop down and select move to trash and click on apply. So it takes it out. So if we should go back to our page, if we should go back to our website and visit the home page, we can see now that there's no more posts there. So we can then go ahead and create a new post by clicking on add new under posts. So when you click on add new post, the post editing window opens up. So this window works like most other editors, maybe like Microsoft Word and a couple of others out there that we might already be used to. But for a post, every post needs to have a title. The title is like the main heading that shows up at the top. So we can say this is my first post. So once you type that, then you can go to the main body of the editing window, where you can now start typing the remaining parts of the post. But before we start doing that, you will notice that after coming to the main body and typing or getting ready to type here, this link appears. So this is a permalink. It's also a URL. Permalinks are also URLs, but it's a link to the page or the post that you are creating. So if you are creating a new post or a new page in WordPress, WordPress will automatically generate this permalink for you. But if you don't like the way it looks, or you want to change anything here, you need to change it. You can click on edit and you change the parts that you don't want. So if we say we want this to be instead my first post, we can change that and say OK. But once you've created your post and it has been sent out, especially if you are using RSS subscriptions, it's not a good idea to come back and edit and change this permalink, because since you have already sent out the old permalink to people, when they visit that permalink, which you may have changed, they would not be able to access this page. So if you want to change this permalink, better to do it while creating the post. But once you've created the post, you don't need to go back to change it. Although you can if you don't have a lot of visitors, but it's not always wise to do that. So once we've done this anyway, we can come back here and start typing things. My name. So this works just like any word editor. is Samuel. And if you want to enter a paragraph, just hit enter and it takes you to the next line. Now you can do various things, and you can apply various formatting to what we have just typed. As it is now, it's the basic text, but if you want to make something bold or italics, you can select it and use any of these buttons up here. So each button does various things, just as the icons suggest. Once you put your mouse over the icon, you'll be able to tell what that icon does. So if you click on bold, it makes that bold, which makes it look like a subheading. And if you want italics, the same thing. If you want a list, maybe you're creating a list, you have to first type it all out on various lines and then select all the lines and click on that. So it makes it a bulleted list. You can click it again to undo. If you want numbers instead, you use that. If you want a quotation, you do that. If you want a horizontal line inside your post, you click on that. And if you make a mistake or you want to reverse any change you made, you can use Ctrl+Z, just like most word processors out there. Now in your text, you can also add links. So let's say you want this word paragraph to link to another URL elsewhere. You can select it, then come to this icon and then enter the URL that you want it to go to. And if you want extra options, you can click on this wheel here and you see further options. If you want the link to open in a new tab, you can select that there and say update. And that's how to create links. If you want to remove a link you've already created, just click inside the link and click on this icon, remove link, and it removes the link. But we are going to leave that. So just quickly put our link back. And then enter to apply it. Now if you want to add an image to your post or a video, you click where you want the image to appear and you come to add media. You click on that. So if you already have some images, you can select them from the media library. If you have an image that you want to upload from your computer, you can go to upload files. You can either get the file and drag and drop it here, or you click select files so that you can select it from your system. So we'll just select any image that we can find and you wait for it to upload. So if you want to add titles and other things to your image, you can do that in this section here. So here it says koala, alt text. Now if you are doing SEO, the alt text is usually quite important, and the title. So this is where you can change all those things, including the description of the image. And if you want something like a small description to show just below the image, how it's usually done in things like newspapers, you can put it here. So I will just write something there in the description so that when we check the post, we'll see what it looks like. Now down here you see further options. If you want the image to be aligned to the left or to the right, you can select it there. If you want the image to link to a particular link, you can select it here. If you are linking to an outside URL, you have to select custom URL. And if you want to change the size of the image, you can select it here. So once you do that, click insert into post and it shows up in your post. So this is our short description we wrote there, and that's how to add images. If you want to add videos, you can go through a similar process. If you want to embed a video, maybe a YouTube video, such that people can be on your post and watch the video instead of having to go to YouTube, you have to first go to YouTube and get the URL of the video. So just quickly go to YouTube and pick any video there. Let's say Jessica Angry Buhari. Okay, so you open the video and you copy the link, and then you come back to your post, go to a new line, make sure you're on a new line, and just put the link there, and you can continue typing other things there, and the video appears embedded in your post. So those are the basic operations that you can do. If you want more options, you can come here and click on this known as the kitchen sink. So if you click that, you can see even more options that you can apply to things on your post, so you can explore each of them on your own to see what they do. And once you have all your posts and everything set up, you can come here and click on publish. Now before clicking on publish, you can also set a post to be published at a future date. Publishing is just posting it to your website that people can see. So if you want it to be published at a future date, you have to come here and edit it and set the date that you want it to be published on. And once you've done that, you can click on publish. Now that we've updated it and we've published, we can now go ahead and view the post. So we'll just open it in a new tab. So this is what our posts look like. As you can see, that's our image, that's our link, that's our bolded character, and this is our video. So once you click on this video, you'll be able to watch the video directly on the website. And these are places for comments. Now this is our link, this is our image, and that is our description. So if we click on this video now, we can see that it starts playing. Now we'll notice that that image we used did not, when we clicked on it, it didn't take us anywhere. It wasn't linked. But if you want a situation where your image is linked to maybe a particular URL that you specify elsewhere, you can also make your images clickable. You just come back to the editing screen, click on the image, and click on this link icon. So once you do that, you can enter a link there. And enter. So when you do that, you update. And if we go back to our post and check it, we can see that the image is now clickable, and when we click, it takes us to the link that we'll put there. Now the last thing we'll look at is editing a post. Let's say you have a post or several posts somewhere that you want to edit. You can first of all come to all posts. This is one way to do it, not the only way. Come to all posts to check for the post. Once you located the post, just click on it here or click on edit, and it opens it in the editing screen, and you can do your editing and update. Click on update when you are through, and whatever you changed will be visible. Now if you have a post that you don't want everybody to be able to access, you can also control access to the post from this area under visibility. When you click on edit, okay, this one is still loading, it didn't load completely, so I'll just refresh this. Okay, we'll do that in another lecture.